Joan Snyder, it is my honor as Chancellor of the University of Calgary to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Thank you. Thank you.
Joan was just kind of fun to be with. She never put on airs. It was just pretty straightforward, but a good sense of humor. You know, a really good sense of humor.
I grew up in a small prairie town in Saskatchewan during the Depression and the war years, and then moved to Calgary.
She didn't have a university education, but she learned at her father's knee, and she knew the businesses, and plural, inside and out, and knew how to make good investment decisions. Joan, as you know, got the Order of Canada. She knew what was right and how it should be achieved. She had, I think, at least 3 and probably 4 rescue dogs during her life. She would just go to great lengths to make sure that an animal's welfare, particularly her dogs, were addressed in the proper way.
The lessons I learned from my family and my community have been a foundation for me throughout my life. Lessons like caring for others, being a go-getter and a can-doer.
I think the vision came from her Saskatchewan roots about helping people and philanthropic things before we knew the word. We didn't even know what the word meant. Joan was larger than life. Everything Joan did, she did big. She knew the big picture, and she loved the big picture. She would see how it would benefit whatever charity it was, but she also would say, well, isn't that great for Calgary? Look what this is going to do for Calgary. Look how many more youth can do this. Look how many more kids we'll be able to serve. She knew how to help, and that's what she's done for generations and generations to come. It's brilliant. It's brilliant what she's done for the community.
It was because of my mother's passion for sports that I set up the program of excellence in women's hockey at the U of C. I'm so proud of these girls.
I got to know Joan through my involvement with Dinos Women's Hockey as a player and an athlete. She was out cheering for the team, and through the years, we became friends. Joan was one of those people that put her money where her support was, which is rare and which is difficult to get in the women's game. And she supported my hockey festival, WickFest, through the years. Come and chat with the little girls. The way that she cheered for our national team, I'd often look up in games at Win Sport and I'd see her in the stands. She really understood hard work. She appreciated how hard it was for female hockey players and female athletes in general. I think without Joan Snyder, the University of Calgary Dino women's hockey team would not be sustainable or at the level that it's at right now. Or for many years to come, female hockey players will know that they'll come to the University of Calgary and have an amazing experience. And she's left a legacy that's going to impact so many lives.
For many years, I kept a low profile until good people like Ken King and Grant Gall, they blew my cover by getting me to drop the puck at center ice at a Flames game. I'm so glad they convinced me.
When we first started the Institute, we were at a Flames game to honor Joan, and Jerome McGinley was on 499 goals. Just couldn't seem to put that 500th goal in. And at the drop of the puck, he started laughing. Joan had said something to him, and I asked her, what did she say? And she said, you better get that 500th goal, it's my night. And he did within about 10 minutes. That was just Joan. She motivated people.
I'm proud to say that the Snyder Institute's research has the potential to touch on nearly every aspect of human health.
Not to put too fine a point on it, I think everything we've achieved was because of what Joan did. She started the Institute, she upped the ante. She allowed us to do better, bigger research. Arthritis, asthma, allergies. I think that it will not be too far down the road where some of our brand new therapies using microbes will help address some of these diseases. And so I think that her contributions are spectacular.
Joan Snyder ranks up there with the top in her field of philanthropy. There are few people that I know that have had both the breadth as well as the depth of impact. Few people can claim to change the world like Joan has changed the world already, and how she will continue to change the world.
to build, to innovate, to explore. Alberta, and particularly Calgary, became a beacon for the best and the brightest, and it is even brighter today.
I think the city of Calgary is very, very fortunate to have had such a passionate supporter and donor in Joan Snyder.
She was always looking for ways to help others.
She was a visionary, and I loved her for it.
The long-term impact that Joan's gifts are going to have for our Calgary community will be almost immeasurable.
Thanks, Joan. She was terrific.